1-1 pitch out toward right center field. Cole racing over, and he's not going to get there, and it goes by him. Schoop is at third base. He's going to be waved in. The throw to the plate is not in time. It is 1-0 Orioles. Perhaps an ill-advised dive by Cole, and maybe the sunshine having something to do with that ball. Or that dive, I should say, not be able to see the baseball. That's a double for Hardy.
And Hardy going the other way. Not a bad pitch. It was down and away. And right at that point, you don't really see Cole, and then he makes that effort to dive, the full dive. Again, almost like he's diving towards an area, not able to track that baseball real well with that sun going right into his eyes. You can see as he's going for that baseball, he goes from the sunlight into the shade, and then the ball is by him. And eventually, Schoop's able to score on that double from Hardy, his 9th double of the year.
Looks like they're checking the play at the plate, maybe. You know what?
I wonder if he ever got the foot on the plate.
They're going to challenge it.
Here's the slide, and then the back. That foot is in the air. Back foot has been no contact with the plate yet. There was no contact with the plate with any part of his foot until the tag was applied.
Yeah.
Now, whether they're going to challenge the fact that he still gives him a clear path to the plate.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure he even touched the plate.
Now, it's our understanding that they're challenging the call at the plate, but as the crew in New York looks at that play at the plate, they review the entirety of the play. So they have the opportunity to see if Perez does give Schoop a lane to slide, which appears that he does. The foot's out in front of the plate. Just so happens that the back foot hits that foot.
And at this point, there's no contact with the plate. There's no contact. See here again, that front foot, his left foot is in the air. Back foot has not touched the plate yet. And it looks like that foot right there is beyond the plate. And right away, Carlos Perez is pointing that he never touched the plate. Again, there was a path to the plate for Schoop. Foot's in the air. Does it drag along? I don't think he makes any contact with the plate.
The only thing I will say that might hang things up is as he slides, you see the dirt covering the plate, right? Does it make it that much more difficult to call it a definitive view that the leg or the pant leg doesn't touch the plate? And you need that definitive view to overturn the call.
Possible.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, in theory, it looks like, yeah, he never touched the plate. But watch the dirt cover the plate here.
There's certainly not that back leg at all touching it. And, and that foot right there is over the plate. I mean, even as he stands up, that foot is elevated. And that's, I'll tell you what, that would be pretty hard to say he made any contact with the plate.
Halos feels strong enough to challenge the call. And it's clear that Carlos gave Schoop a runway to home plate. I mean, there's plenty of room there.
Yeah, we saw that similar slide from Giavotella at second base the other day where his foot was up in the air. It looked like he had beat his front foot. And at that point, there's no contact at all with the plate.
Jerry Davis is the crew chief. He's the man that made the call at home. Phil Cuzzy, third base umpire, also with the headsets on. It stands right now. The plate-to-plate is safe and a 1-0 Orioles lead. Angels challenging the call at home.
And it certainly doesn't look like at any point does his cleat touch the plate. Again, this is taking a while. That means there's, in their opinion, possibly there's not enough evidence to overturn the call.
And he is out. They overturn the call. 2 down. That was a gamble right there. Not because we don't think that he was not out, but that whole dirt going on the plate. I'll be curious, once we get that definitive angle, we will certainly show it to you. But that's what New York goes off of, so the call goes in the Angels' favor, and the Angels retain a challenge.
I think part of it is Carlos Perez right away pointed, saying that Schoop never touched the plate, and that allowed Mike Socha to be able to talk to Dino Ebo before they decided to challenge that call.